Hey y'all, welcome back. Thank you so much for rocking with me and coming back to hear some more of this beautiful text book that we are reading, which is the Holy Bible. From Genesis to Revelations, my name is Tamika Collins, and this is my YouTube channel. We are in Exodus, the 30th chapter, and we always recap from where we left off. So, in Exodus, the 29th chapter, it talked about the dedication of the priests. And I was sitting here and I was just writing this, and I was just like, wow, it's so much that God will reveal to you whenever His word is unfolded and you get to experience that thing for yourself, right? So I was writing a recap, and I'm going to read what I have, what I was given. Dedication of the priests. In this chapter, we learned about the dedication of the priests, what God, entails for them to do, how they are supposed to present themselves, how they're supposed to do it, as far as giving the sacrifice of the animals, and how they're supposed to do it, specific instructions on how they're supposed to do this thing, and making sure that whatever and however and whomever is holy and acceptable and set apart without spot or wrinkle, just like the best, just like from the foundation of the earth, He made the best earth. We corrupted it, yes, indeed. You know what I'm saying? We have corrupted it, but He made it wonderful from the beginning. It was a paradise that we were supposed to live in for the rest of our lives. But because sin crept in, you know, it started the domino effect of life, right? But it says, holy, acceptable, set apart, without spot or wrinkle, just like the best earth, the best paradise, the best of our lives, the best people He calls, the best in the holies, the holy of holies, the best rules, the best food, the dedication of everything. He is the perfect priest, the role model to follow. And when we come into His presence, there should be a reverence, gratitude, tongues and actions of praises and thanksgiving, for we can never amount up to what He has done and does for us. We don't even have to think of our breath, breathing in and out, our heart pumping, our organs working, our blood flowing, our limbs moving, our brains thinking. It's done. It's already done because He's already ordered those steps, right? Mind blowing. We're going to get into this. Exodus, the 30th chapter. You ready? I'm ready. All right. It reads as thus. This is plans for the incense altar. Then make another altar of acacia wood for burning incense. Make it 18 inches square and 36 inches high, with horns at the corners carved from the same piece of wood as the altar itself. Overlay the top, sides, and horns of the altar with pure gold, and run a gold molding around the entire altar. Make 2 gold rings and attach them on the opposite sides of the altar below the gold molding to hold the carrying poles. Make the poles of acacia wood and overlay them with gold. Place the incense altar just outside the inner curtain that shields the Ark of the Covenant. In front of the Ark's cover, the place of atonement, that covers the tablets inscribed with the terms of the covenant. I will meet you there. Every morning when Aaron maintains the lamps, he must burn fragrant incense on the altar, and each evening when he lights the lamps, he must again burn incense in the Lord's presence. This must be done from generation to generation. Do not offer an unholy incense on this altar, or any burnt offerings, grain offerings, or liquid offerings. Once a year, Aaron must purify the altar by smearing its horns with blood from the offering made to purify the people from their sin. This will be a regular annual event from generation to generation, for this is the Lord's most holy altar. Money for the tabernacle. Then, this is verse 11, still in chapter 30. Then the Lord said to Moses, whenever you take a census of people of Israel, each man who is counted must pay a ransom for himself to the Lord. Then no plague will strike the people as you count them. Each person who is counted must give a small piece of silver as a sacred offering to the Lord. This payment is a half a shekel. Based on the sanctuary, shekel equals 20 gerahs. All who have reached their 20th birthday must give this sacred offering to the Lord. When this offering is given to the Lord to purify your lives, making you right with Him, the rich must not give more than the specified amount, and the poor must not give less. Everybody's supposed to be equal. Receive this ransom money from the Israelites and use it for the care of the tabernacle. It will bring the Israelites to the Lord's attention, and it will purify your lives. Plans for the wash basin. Then the Lord said to Moses, make a bronze wash basin with a bronze stand. Place it between the tabernacle and the altar and fill it with water. Aaron and his sons will wash their hands and feet there. They must wash with water whenever they go into the tabernacle to appear before the Lord, and when they approach the altar to burn up special gifts to the Lord, or they will die. They must always wash their hands and feet, or they will die. This is a permanent law for Aaron and his descendants to be observed from generation to generation. The anointing oil. Then the Lord said to Moses, collect choice spices, 12.5 pounds of pure myrrh, 6 1/4 pounds of fragrant cinnamon, 6 1/4 pounds of fragrant calamus, and 12.5 pounds of cassia, as measured by the weight of the sanctuary shekel. Also, get 1 gallon of olive oil. Like a skilled incense maker, blend these ingredients to make a holy anointing oil. Use this sacred oil to anoint the tabernacle, the Ark of the Covenant, the table of all its utensils, the lampstand and all its accessories, the incense altar, the altar of burnt offering, and all its utensils, and the wash basin with its stand. Consecrate them to make them absolutely holy. After this, whatever touches them will also become holy. Anoint Aaron and his sons also, consecrating them to serve me as priests, and say to the people of Israel, this holy anointing oil is reserved for me from generation to generation. It must never be used to anoint anyone else, and you must never make any blend like it for yourselves. It is holy, and you must treat it as holy. Anyone who makes a blend like it or anoints someone other than a priest will be cut off from the community. Then the Lord said to Moses, gather fragrant spices resin, droplets, mollusk, shell, and galbanum, and mix these fragrant spices with pure frankincense, weighed out in equal amounts, using the usual techniques of the incense maker. Blend the spices together and sprinkle them with salt to produce a pure and holy incense. Grind some of the mixture into a very fine powder and put it in front of the Ark of the Covenant, where I will meet you in the tabernacle. You must treat this incense as most holy. Never use this formula to make this incense for yourselves. It is reserved for the Lord, and you must treat it as holy. Anyone who makes an incense like this for personal use will be cut off from the community. Okay, I think we can read 31. Craftsman Bezalel and Aholiab. Then the Lord said to Moses, "Look, I have specifically chosen Bezalel, a son of Uri, grandson of Ur, in the tribe of Judah. I have filled him with the Spirit of God, giving him great wisdom, ability, and expertise in all kinds of crafts. He is a master craftsman, expert in working with gold, silver, and bronze. He is skilled in engraving and mounting gemstones and in carving wood. He is a master of every craft. And I have personally appointed Aholiab, son of Ahisamech of the tribe of Dan, to be his assistant. Moreover, I have given special skill to all the gifted craftsmen so they can make all the things I have commanded you to make: the tabernacle, the Ark of the Covenant, the Ark's cover, the place of atonement, all the furnishings of the tabernacle, the table and its utensils, the pure gold lampstands with all of its accessories, the incense altar, the altar of burnt offerings with all of its utensils, the wash basin with its stand, the beautifully stitched garments, the sacred garments for Aaron the priest, and the garments of his sons to wear as they minister as priests, the anointing oil, the fragrant incense for the holy place. The craftsmen must make everything as I commanded you." The Lord then gave these instructions to Moses: "Tell the people of Israel, be careful to keep my Sabbath day, for the Sabbath is a sign of the covenant between me and you from generation to generation. It is given so you may know that I am the Lord who makes you holy. You must keep the Sabbath day, for it is the holy day for you. Anyone who desecrates it must be put to death. Anyone who works on that day will be cut off from the community. You have 6 days each week for your ordinary work, but the seventh day must be the Sabbath day of complete rest, a holy day dedicated to the Lord. Anyone who works on the Sabbath must be put to death. The people of Israel must keep the Sabbath day by observing it from generation to generation. This is a covenant obligation for all time. It is a permanent sign of my covenant with the people of Israel. For in its 6 days the Lord made heaven and earth, but on the seventh day he stopped working and was refreshed." When the Lord finished speaking to Moses on Mount Sinai, he gave him the 2 stone tablets inscribed with the terms of the covenant, written by the finger of God. That's some special stuff right there, boy. I'm telling you. Oh my gosh. Like, there's some breathe in, breathe out. Well, I will see y'all next time. Right here. Same channel, same station, same me. Genesis to Revelations. We will be in Exodus, the 32nd chapter, next time. Have a great day, great night, great morning. Peace.